guys, my name is Joy. Welcome to my first ever YouTube video, guys. It's finally here. And if you're watching, thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Otherwise, what are you doing? But yes, so a couple of months ago, I asked you guys on my Instagram to ask me some questions, and today I'm finally going to be answering them. Just a little brief. Basically, this channel, I'm going to be showcasing myself, obviously, but I'm going to be creating some makeup videos because I love makeup, as you can tell. Fashion, chit chats. I feel like I've got a lot of things to say about literally everything. Also, I'm married, I have a child. I feel like there's so much wisdom to be shared, even though I just arrived. But yes, what else? Yeah, I just love to give out advice, guys, even though I am only a baby. But yeah, so just some basics, because I feel like not many people ask me some basic questions. I'm 21 years old. My name is Joy. I currently reside in Australia. Yes, I came here when I was 8 years old with my family. What else? Yes, I do modeling. I do a little bit of social media here and there. Yeah, there's a lot of things. I've actually got quite a few questions to go through. Yeah, so let's just get started. Okay, so the first thing said, what do you think makes you stand out? To be fair, I feel like I can't pinpoint. Either it's my confidence, the way I carry myself, the way I step into buildings, any room. I feel like, I don't know, in the most humblest way, I know how to go unnoticed. Yo, did I just say I know how to go unnoticed? So yeah, I know how to make myself known. And I feel like not everybody can do that. It's something, it's a gift, right? And not everybody wants to be seen, and not everybody wants to be known. I do. So I feel like that's what makes me stand out. It's just, I have this aura about myself, and I think you can feel it, but in the most humblest way. So yeah, I think that's what makes me stand out. Okay, next question. Have you always been so confident growing up? Short answer, yes. I actually can't recall a time in my life where I wasn't confident, because to be honest, I have to thank my parents for this and God, because I grew up in a loving home where words of affirmation was always used. You know, hearing I love you, you're beautiful, you're strong, you can do this, etc., etc. That definitely contributed to my self-confidence to this day. And of course, knowing God, knowing that someone loved you before you even arrived and loves you, all of you, and all of your sin, all of your mistakes. How can you not be confident walking around? It just gives you so much security and so much, you know. So yeah, yes, I have always been a confident person. Like, my dad is an extrovert and I'm like my dad, so we've always, yeah, I've never had an issue being, you know. Next, okay, how did you get into modeling? Guys, okay, so basically I came from a little town, in a little beach town, let's say, in Australia, where not many modeling opportunities actually came at all. So I lived near Sydney, a place called Sydney. I think a lot of people know Sydney. So that's where all the opportunities were, and I lived like 2 hours from there. So one day, this big Australian brand came to Newcastle. Came to my town, and I saw an ad on my phone. Basically, I'm just giving you like how this whole modeling thing actually started for me, you know. And I saw an ad on my phone, and I was like, wait, there's no way. Do they mean this Newcastle or the one in UK? Because guys, since when does anything ever come here? So of course I applied. It was only $20 or something, and I even asked my friend to come from Sydney, everything. Like, I shared this thing with literally everybody. I always talk about this because I'm like, I could have been selfish and kept it to myself, but something in me was like, no way, like, share this opportunity, because they were only choosing one person. And you know, if somebody else gets it, that's good, and if I get it, thank God. And all I did was literally pray to God, and I said, Lord, if it's your will, if this is mine, I'm gonna take it. Anyways, we went, and there were so many people from different places. I'll actually never forget this day because it was so huge. But yeah, again, you know that girl who, sorry, that person who said, what makes you stand out? This is where that comes to play. And this is why I say not everybody has that, like, not everybody has the ability to do that. So it was like, what do you call it? It was a casting call. Sorry, guys, I actually haven't done this in a long time. So it was a casting call, which is basically, you know, where they're here to audition. And if they want you, they're going to choose you. I walked in feeling confident, feeling like, you know what? I have a God who can make anything happen. And if this is mine, I'm going to take it home. And I carried myself like I was going to win it. And I did, in the most humblest way. So that was a big blessing. And that opened so many doors for me because I worked alongside another well-known Australian model, which I absolutely love. But yeah, that is where it all began for me. That's what I can say. Because I used to do a lot of things not paid. I used to do things for free because I just loved it. And I said, one day it's going to pay off. And it did. And now now I get paid to do what I love. But yeah, that's where my modeling thing actually really started for me. Okay. What were the reactions from your family when you married outside of your culture? To be honest, I feel like, by the way, my parents are very young. I'm not sure if you guys know that. My parents are young. We came to Australia when I was 8 years old. This is pretty much all I've known. I've lived in Australia more than I've lived back home. So I feel like you really can't be like too surprised. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I love that I have parents that we can actually communicate and not, you know, like, and just tell them what you're feeling, what you're thinking. So it wasn't as difficult as it could have been. So yeah. Okay, how was your high school experience? Guys, my high school experience, overall, I would give it a good 7 out of 10. I'm not sure. I did have this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful teacher who I'm still in contact with till this day. Love you if you're watching. And she shaped my whole entire high school experience because I moved to several high schools. But the one my last one, which is where I stayed and graduated from, I was the only African person there. So that came with a lot of challenges, but it was a really good school. So a really prestigious high school. So I'm really blessed to have had the opportunity to even go there. So yeah, my high school experience, like, guys, one thing about me, like, the way I am on social media is how I am in real life. Like, I'm just always that person, like, cracking jokes, things like that. Like, I'm just having a good time, you know? Like, life is not that deep. What would 15-year-old you think of the future you and what you've achieved? I think my 15-year-old self would look at me right now and think, oh my gosh, she is so cool. And what I've achieved, the things that I wanted to do at 15, like, I've always dreamt of being, my goodness, sorry about the noise. I've always dreamt of being on like websites, like clothing brand, makeup, fashion, and I've already done over 4 campaigns so far, and I'm a freelance model. Like, I wasn't signed, and I did it all because of God, you know? So I think she would think that I'm quite cool, innit? Like, okay, what is your background? So, guys, I am Umunyamurenge. Like, so my parents were born in Congo. I was born in Burundi, lived in Rwanda, lived in Kenya, and came to Australia, basically, to sum it all up. Was being a young mom what you planned for? Guys, being a young mom, I wouldn't say it was like, or I had to be a mom at this specific age. I'm not that type of person to put restrictions or timelines on my life. I feel like, actually, the Bible verse for today, it says you can plan your life, but God will plan your steps, basically, if that answers you. So yeah, hopefully that answers. Like, I've definitely loved and wanted to be a young mom. This young, I'm not sure, but I wanted to be a young mom. I definitely know I didn't want to be a very, very old mom. So, okay, how did you find out you were pregnant? Guys, I'm going to do a separate video about pregnancy and birth. So I think all those questions will be answered in that in-depth video about pregnancy. Okay, next question. How has your life changed since you became a mom? Guys, my life has changed completely. I feel like nothing's the same anymore. No, I feel like, so my life has actually changed for the better. Honestly, I feel like being a mom grounds you. It just keeps you grounded. I feel like now I have to think twice about everything. Whereas before, if you're only worrying about yourself, you don't have to think twice about nothing. You can make mistakes. Even now, you still can make mistakes, but I feel like now you're not only affecting yourself, but you're affecting your child and your husband on top of that. So everything I do, I have to be mindful of two other people now. Whereas before, it's just myself. Okay, next question. What were the challenges and gifts during your pregnancy? Challenges? Everything. Okay, no, challenges, just the whole experience was very challenging, to be honest. Like, it's not easy, but I feel like the gift was the support that I received from my husband. I feel like that definitely means a lot. Guys, it's not easy to care for somebody else, I can't lie. Like, I feel like it was probably harder on him, having to take care of me, having to keep up with all my cravings, having to do everything. But guys, I have never admired someone so much whilst being so sick, because you're dealing with like 24/7 nausea, which is not just like morning, and you have someone taking care of you and not complaining and not showing you that you're a burden. Like, that to me was literally the biggest blessing. Like, he shaped my entire pregnancy and birthing experience for the better. Like, he actually made it so much easier than I feel like it would have been without him. So yeah, thank you.